Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is something that I have constantly heard from foreigners who have been to Ghana severally that has actually got me thinking and worried at the same time to begin to question if indeed what they say about Ghana being very, 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 as they so emphasize, expensive, is it that expensive? And to the point that I can say, is it more expensive than my country, Nigeria? Anyways, this is going to be a question that I would need your input. But before we break this down, I would love us to hear a foreigner, I believe a Nigerian's own perspective based on her experience first. What she thinks about how expensive Ghana is and what is her most important and favorite part of Ghana, which is what? Guess what? The Ghana fufu down there in the comment section. We're going to take a look at all she has to say critically without sentiment, emotions, and bias, and we're definitely going to analyze it one after the other. So let's listen from her. But before then, please do not forget to hit on the like button, share, and stay subscribed because see, this episode is loaded. I and Chimde has a surprise. We have a surprise for you guys, and I believe you shall love it. So hit on the like button, share, and stay subscribed, and watch patiently to the end because you don't want to miss out on this juicy entertainment, right? All right, let's do.
The first point I'm going to have to tell you, I'm sure everybody knows this. Ghana is really, really, really expensive. It is the most expensive city I have been in Africa. And I've been to a couple of cities in Africa. Everything is expensive. Transportation is expensive. Accommodation is expensive. Data is expensive. Literally everything is expensive. And the craziest thing is that transportation is freaking expensive. But you cannot blame them because fuel is freaking 12 to 30 pesos. Like, me being a Nigerian, if I convert that into Naira, that's basically 900 per liter. That is insane. It is absurd. Like, I'm like, when they told me that it was 12 to 30 pesos, I was like, huh? Like, ain't no way. Like, why is petrol so expensive? Like, it doesn't make any sense in a West African country that is still developing. I was just like, wow. And we complained back home that petrol was increased to like 500 naira, and we're like, it is too expensive and all that. And these people are going through all of this. Like, wow. This brings me to my second point, which is the Ubers, the Bolts, and like service taxis will not put on AC for you. Which brings us back to the point where petrol is freaking skyrocket high. Like, there's no AC in any taxi for you. I was privileged enough to have like family members that drive in Accra, so I really didn't have transportation issues, but they would always complain whenever they like pick you up or like take you somewhere because fuel is just so expensive. So when I started using like Ubers and like Bolts, I noticed like the taxi men were not turning on the AC. I had to speak up and like ask like, what is going on? Why are we never using the AC in the taxi? And then one was patient enough to break down the whole process to me. So my pineapples, moving on to the third thing. Accommodation is very expensive, and I do not understand why a West African country prices all their accommodation and like rates in the US dollars. Like, I don't understand why everything is in US dollars. Accommodation is freaking expensive in the cities like Accra and stuff. So if you're planning on relocating, I feel like you should move towards like the outskirts of Accra, maybe like Adenta, Tema, Pasema, and places like that. There's no space in Accra anymore. Accra is so populated. It's literally a mega city as it is now. You have to like go outside, like spread your wings and go outside. So
no burn, no irritation, no hair breakage.
3 times scalp comfort.
And go outside so you can get accommodation, and even still it is quite expensive. And just prepare and brace yourself, because if you're not making money in dollars, you will suffer. If you are making money in Naira or cedis, it might never be enough. So if you're going there as an American or like a British, or like, you know, or you're Nigerian, you make money in dollars, or like you're from Africa but you make money in dollars, you would have no issue because the exchange rate favors like foreign hard currency. So the fourth thing I noticed is that when I spoke to a lot of Ghanaians, they were complaining about like how tourism has inflated the cost of living there. And I was just like, it makes a lot of sense to me because there are a lot of Americans relocating to Ghana, especially like the Eburi area and stuff like that. They have come with their dollars. I know this sounds very funny, but they have come with their dollars during 30 December and they have inflated everything. Everything is freaking expensive. The Airbnbs are expensive, the hotels are expensive, the guest house are expensive. So when these foreigners come and like spend these hard currencies, and yes, it is improving the economy, but it is improving the economy of the government, but the people, the everyday people, the indigenous suffer for it at the end of the day. When you're done with your vacation, when you're done with your 30 December, these people have to spend at the rate at which you guys are spending, which makes absolutely no sense to me. And I'm coming from Lagos. Lagos is a very expensive city, one of the most expensive cities to live in Africa, because in Lagos you pay for everything. You pay for life, you pay for food, you pay for everything, you buy it by yourself. So coming from Lagos and I'm saying Accra is really expensive, you can tell how bad it is. So for the food, somebody dropped me a comment saying that some Nigerians say Ghanaian fufu and light soup is a concoction. If you do not know, please let me correct you. If you're a non-Ghanaian, Ghanaian fufu and light soup is literally one of the best meals in the whole of Africa. Quote me. Take me anywhere. I wouldn't change my statement. I come from Nigeria where we have pounded yam, fufu, eba, and all of that. I would choose fufu and light soup a billion times. Like, that's my stuff. Like, I need to learn how to make fufu and light soup because I love it that much. I want to make it for myself and eat it like every Sunday because it's just so delish. Okay, so another point is that movies are freaking expensive. So we went to see a movie at the Accra Mall, and so me and my sister went with our high school friend. He's Nigerian as well, and we went to high school together, and we just like linked up. And when he was paying for the tickets, we were just talking and gisting, and he was like, "Oh, the tickets are 300 Ghana cedis." I'm like, "What do you mean 300 Ghana cedis? Like, you just want to watch Indiana Jones? Like, it's not even 3D. It's not even IMAX. It's just like a basic cinema, and it's like one person's 100 Ghana cedis." I'm like, "What? Like, what? 100 Ghana cedis in Naira is like 7,000, and that's like $10. So I don't know about like how much movies are priced like in America and stuff like that, but for me, being a Nigerian babe, I was like, that's absurd. Like, that is extreme. Like, it doesn't even come with drinks. No, it doesn't come with drinks. It doesn't come with like popcorn. It doesn't come with like water. And I'm like, no. A movie shouldn't be that expensive. Like, everybody should be able to afford and watch like a movie. Like, why is a movie 100 Ghana cedis? And why is popcorn? Everything boiled down to like 150 Ghana cedis per head just to watch a movie. Like, make it make sense. Let me know if you would pay 7K to watch a movie, just to watch a movie. No drinks, no popcorn. So yeah, I'd love to see that conversation gets going in the comments section. So now this brings us to yet another point. Ghana has a crazy VAT and taxing system, and you need to prepare yourself for that. Like, if you go there and you're not prepared for that properly, you might end up washing plates. Like, you would wash plates and nothing will happen because a VAT and like tax system is within 25% to 27% on any purchase you make. I don't have a Ghanaian debit card or credit card, so I always have to pay in cash. And then when we order, and we're like, okay, maybe I spend like 200 cedis or like 250 cedis, and then when they bring the bill, it's like 300 or something Ghana cedis. I'm like, yo, calm down now, calm down. I did go to Malcolm, and they still have those taxes. I went to a lot of restaurants, I went to bars, I went out, I was outside in Accra, and they did charge that crazy tax rate, and I'm just like, no wonder everywhere is empty. Make sure you keep that in mind if you're moving there, but most especially if you're visiting, because if you're visiting, you may not have like a credit card or a debit card, so you need to count and calculate your money well so that you don't wash plates. So my last but not the least point is that Ghanaians need to do better with relating with us Nigerians. Understand that Nigerians, our reputation precedes us. We have a crazy reputation, like crazy reputation, not only in Ghana but like in the whole world. Like, Nigerians are known for certain things that I'm not going to say on my channel, but I have never committed any of these crimes or done any of this ill stuff. But yet I get treated like I have committed this crime, which is totally unfair because I see how they treat other foreigners and they do not treat them as harsh and as aggressive as they treat me as a Nigerian. The moment I'm not going to say, I'm not speaking generally, right? I'm speaking based on my experience, and I'm not saying like all Ghanaians behave like this because I have a lot of Ghanaian friends. Sometimes we're not to misbehave, but I've never scammed you before. So why are you speaking to me like I have scammed you? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, I just find it very annoying, and sometimes it's really sad, and it makes me really sad because that's the place I grew up. And growing up as a child, I really didn't get to face that a lot because you know, you're mixing up with like young people and they're like open-minded. So it's like Nigerians give some Ghanaians an ick. That's really weird to me sometimes, the way they treat, you know, Nigerians, being that we're so close to each other, we're West Africans, but whenever they have to get in contact with like foreigners, especially the white foreigners, they're super duper nice. Like, I don't understand how you're super duper nice to a people that literally came here, stole you, sold you, took you to go pick cotton. It's really funny to me when I see some Ghanaians treat people that have like more exotical accents or look more exotic and nicer. I'm like, huh? So I know this part may ruffle some feathers, but listen, I'm ready to tussle. I'm ready to tussle because I know what I experienced there, and it was not like that like 10 years ago, so I really don't know what has been going on there. But if you feel the type of way about it, that's just my experience, and everybody has different experience on different things. So,
and I'm happy to inform my father, the Nairi, that the Nalerico College of Nursing and Midwifery the Nalergu College of Nursing and Midwifery is one of the colleges that has been selected for upgrading into a degree awarding institution. And I can assure you, your alawa is being worked on. And by next month, you will start receiving payments. We have designed it such that your payment will come automatically every month. So that there will be no arrears. Every month you receive your money. But then the budget was made from January. And so when we start paying you next month, the arrears from January to June will be paid to you. My brothers and sisters, I know that's what our teacher trainee and nursing trainees were waiting for. So let's go to other things.
What you just saw there was President Mahama making promises to nurse trainees, right? Nursing students, right? And you could see that this man is a president that cares about his society, about his people. You know, let me introduce this first. If it's not for the Ghanaian president, and if it's not for South African president, whom South Africans fondly call Cupcake, you know, the man is doing so well that they gave him a pet name, Cupcake. Do you understand? If it's not for at least these two presidents, and of course Ibrahim Traore, we would never believe that black men can actually do something good when it comes to governance or presidency. Because you see, as a Nigerian, over a period of time, owing to the situation we find ourselves, we begin to think that it's a normal thing for black people to be invested or to resonate in corruption. But His Excellency Dramani and His Excellency Ramaphosa, had come to show us, including Ibrahim Traore, that black men still have a measure of dignity, integrity, and honor. They have prestige. Do you understand? Now, this promise that was made by the Ghanaian president, you can see.
With the figure, we have also allocated 210 million Ghana cedis for the payment of teacher training allowances and another 480 million Ghana cedis to nursing training allowances.
You can see those that, in fact, I was intimated that the proposed month or the proposed time he gave for those payments to be made, he did it earlier. He did it 1 month earlier. That is a man. You see, Ghanaians had created a system that built a presidency that allows only men to become eligible to fill in that seat. But Nigerians, in our mentality, we allow only, like the presidency, the system we had built created a presidency that only allows criminals to be eligible for such administration, for such, job schedule or such responsibility. Criminals, down to our local administration. We built a wrong system. Look at these students, very happy. Congratulations to Ghanaians. Congratulations to you people.
First of all, before I say anything, thank you for watching and thank you for all your love and your support. And once again, this is Civic Inspirations, where we say things just the way it is without sentiment, emotions, and bias, and based on what we have watched. Guys, a lot, like she said quite a mouthful. She said quite a mouthful of what her experience is, and she said we should not take it personal or lash it on her. But this is her own opinion. But based on her own opinion, let's talk about it. First of all, she said Ghana is so expensive. Emphasis on very very expensive. Ghanaians, like I will always say, I have come to understand that it is not in all part of Ghana that is expensive, like expensive. Of course, we have Accra, we have Kumasi, we have other regions in Ghana, right? So what it is for Accra might definitely not be the same thing, or will not be the same thing for Kumasi and the rest of the other regions in Ghana. So it is for Nigeria, because the capital, which is Abuja for Nigeria, is very, very expensive, right? Accommodation, everything. Same thing with Lagos. And if you go down to other part of the states in Nigeria, it is not the same. Like, some are cheap, some are expensive, right? So when people go to other people's country and begin to emphasize on Ghana is very, very expensive, I would say no, take a tour around the whole Ghana first before you come to a conclusion. Maybe you're in Accra or you visit Accra, you just draw a line there and make it look as if Ghana is so expensive. And some of the things she had mentioned here might really be expensive based on tax, VAT, whatever. I know even the data charges, I'm aware that it is not cheap, right? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And that is why it is Ghana. Every country to what they experience and they own as their own, experience, tradition, culture, and whatever. And the best part, like she said, is the food, guys. When I hear people talk about Ghana fufu, Ghana fufu, Ghana fufu, you people are drawing my throat though. Like, I can't just wait to have a taste of this thing. See, in case you don't know, I'm a foodie, and because I'm a foodie, I detest no food, and I am seeing that already. Ghana food is one food that ordinarily I've already fallen in love with without even having a taste. Talk more of that's it. I will eat and blow up, right? And hearing this and seeing how everyone is talking about it is very, very exciting and very impressive to me. Guys, be saving my Ghana fufu for me. Oh. You guys be saving my Ghana fufu, my washe and the rest of others, because no excuses this time around, right? Okay, like I said, she said quite a lot. Comment below if you can resonate or relate or correct respectfully down there all she had said as a Ghanaian. This is strictly for Ghanaians, because Ghanaians, you know your people and you know your country, right? And regardless of what has been said here, Ghana will always be my favorite country in the whole wide world. Take it or leave it, right? No capping. And moving on, guys, like I said, I and Chimdi have something very interesting. See, the love I and Chimdi have for Ghana, sometimes say, God, see, just like this love that you definitely don't know how to explain it. It's just so real, so natural. Like, it is like this. We have not been to Ghana. From all we see and hear about Ghana on the media, like, we are just deeply rooted in love about not just the people, the leaders, everything, the culture. And for today, Chimdi came up with a video of his favorite High Life song, and he's giving credit to the custodians and originators of High Life. He played the song, and I was like, no, I need to put out a dance to it, because I know that deep down in his heart, he didn't know how to express the dance move and everything. But I said, let me help him. just take this dance step. See, we are coming back. Yesterday it was all hot, hot, hot. Thank you for your understanding. But for today, is that cheerful, vibrant, and lively Chivik coming back again. And trust me, anything the motherland, we are in it together. Good, bad, and ugly. See, if I stand for war for you, if I'm in love with you, best believe I will carry your matter on my head like gala. I will fight for you. I will carry your matter, even more than you, and you'll be like, that's how I am in real life, like in the secret and in the open. I'm that one friend that if I am friends with you, I love you for real. Oh my God. Let them not say rubbish about you where I am. See, even if it's true or not, I will fight for you. Then we'll go iron out the issue. That's how I am naturally. And it's because of the love and the passion I have for the motherland that makes me do all these crazy things. Please pardon me. Pardon me. I know most times it might be weird, might be funny. You might love it, you might not. But please take it from me. It's from the depth of my heart. I don't know how best to express myself than just being so real. My love for the motherland Ghana and that of Chimli is out of this world. And with this, I would say we've heard all Chimli have put out here about the president and about the music. Guys, leave your thoughts at this point. Let me not be the only one talking, right? Share your thoughts. Hit the like button if you do like it, and share for more people to see this. And with that, I will say this brings us to the end of this episode. Stay subscribed if you stumbled here. For my newcomers, my first timers, I welcome you all to this channel. I know that you will never be disappointed, but please let me put it out here. I am not a perfect person. Know this. I am not perfect. I am just that one person doing her thing, being herself, without reserve, without emotions, without sentiment and bias. Sometimes align with what I say or do. Sometimes you might not, you might feel free to disagree respectfully. That's how we are, friends, family, brothers, right? Let's just learn to coexist in peace, right? Any day it comes hot, we follow. Any day it comes, funny and vibrant, let's take it the way it is, right? And with that being said, I'll say thank you for all you do here for me, for your comments, everything. I don't take it for granted. And with that, I will say keep it happy, safe, and blessed until I, your one and only Chivik, aka the ambassador, Oshe Bades. I'm gonna see you in my next one. Ciao, ciao.